Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Papa Boris here, playing some more Into the Breach. I realized something after the last island in between videos. My Aegis mech is piloted by Henry Kwan, who's maneuverable. He can move through enemy units, so he doesn't actually need as much movement as other mechs do, and I think the marginal value of going from 5 move to 6 is less than the additional survivability of having a shield, which you might recall is better than getting +2 health usually. So that's all I want to do there. Let's go ahead and move on to the next island. So what do we want? We got our Scion. You know what? I'm tempted to do this because the Scion is pretty easy to kill. It's just like 5 hit points. This does have some annoying enemies. It's got the Blast Scion and the Burrowers, which kind of suck. But this squad can freeze the Burrowers, which is obviously really good. And I do some pretty decent damage as well. What's over here? The Spider. And then the Blobber. Ugh. Yeah, I think I'd rather take the worse Scion than the worse other enemies. And the worst boss, not to mention. Okay, kind of an annoying map. I'm going to be forced to do this crappy mission. Let's see here. We do have this. Defending the robot factories. This is one of the tougher ones because they constantly spew out robots that take a turn to activate and then work against you. Defend the robots. This is the one where the robots leave frozen mines behind, which my squad is not as good at taking advantage of as other squads because there's only one guy who has any pushes. And this is freezing and defending the robots, which is a decent mission. And this squad is actually really good at it because there's a mech who can freeze things from the get-go. I'm going to do a little bit of an unusual play. I'm going to take this mission first, even though it's got the power core, and it's the hardest, because my squad is naturally adept at it, and the other missions might be harder. Okay, so kind of Leaper in a pretty rough spot. I could put my Aegis mech here, try to goad the Leaper onto this square, because the Blast Scion here, I need to make sure I can actually deal with it. I don't want the Leaper to be on a square next to a building, because then if I kill it, it explodes. We got the Burrower and the Blast Scion, which is a rough combination. But I might be able to freeze the Burrower with my little helper tank, and then use my actual Ice Mech to freeze the robots. Let's see, what is this movement for? I can pretty much go anywhere. Okay, let's try to goad the Spider to this square. Let's put the other mechs out of range of the Spider. This is not a great place to put the Mirror Mech, but we'll do it. And then Lily can hang out here. We'll see how this goes. Be nice to kill off the Blast Sign. Oh man, there's a pod. So this says 2 power cores up for grabs. Okay, so we gotta... Eee, that's rough. Oh man, that is rough. That is rough and tumble. Whew. Oh, you're just gonna hang out there, you little jerk. Oh man. Okay, can I get here? Oh, if only I could have gotten to the square. Oh, I need more movement. Then I could have shot the Scion on the Spider and pushed the Spider away. Yeah, I wish I had put my Mirror Mech right there. I didn't predict the Spider would just stay here though. Shoot. So one problem with this squad is this squad doesn't have a lot of pushes, so I can't push these robots away. I got this airstrike. Could do like something like this. Wouldn't help though. It would still damage that building. This mech is just this robot's just a menace, as is this one. Because they both have beam attacks, which is rough because there's a building in every single way. So I really have to freeze both of them. Well, let's see. If I freeze this guy with my Ice Mech, that leaves me with my Mirror Mech and my Aegis Mech to deal with the enemies, which is a problem. Because I want to deal with these two. And my Mirror Mech cannot get to the Spider. Actually, it can. No, it can't. It can't. I really needed my Mirror Mech to get to the square. Oh, wait, it actually wouldn't have worked. The Spider wouldn't have died, and then it would have still dealt damage to this place. Well, I can't hit the Scion. I could actually use my smoke thing to cancel this thing's attack. Problem is that my guy would... Well, I could use the airstrike to move the Spider here. It would be awesome if this building weren't here. Okay. The problem with moving the Spider here is then it breaks the robot out. God darn it. But I can't move it back because that would damage the building. And I can't push it this way because that would damage the other building. I think that's my... Well, if I'm not doing that, all I can do is freeze it with my freeze bot. But then the problem is that if I freeze it with my freeze bot, one of these buildings is going to get damaged. So am I at the point where I'm just consigning myself to taking a damage? No, I can consign myself to having this robot broken out of the ice. Okay, so we'll do this. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You also have this thing. I can actually push and kill this and make this move. Only problem there is that I'd have to kill the Blast Scion to prevent the death of this guy from damaging the building, and then I have these two robots. I just can't... I can't stop them from doing a damage, but you know what? Maybe that's the best plan. It's just to get them to not... Just to take a grid damage. Call it a day. Okay, so we'll do this. Yeah, let's try this out. Yeah, like that. So the burrower goes away. I can freeze one of the robots. Unfortunately, if I'd taken the range boost... Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. If I use these smoke bombs, which I did not take a range boost, but without a range boost, I can actually cancel this robot's attack. So then I have to freeze this robot. Oh, okay. Okay. So what if I freeze the robot like this first, then I kill the Scion, then I kill the spider and make the burrower run, and then I smoke bomb this robot. Oh, I'm a genius! Holy gods! Okay, so we have another burrower now. That burrower is in an inopportune spot. Okay. It's actually that's a really inopportune location. Oh my god, there. You know, this, okay. Well, yeah, I said I can't get to him because this robot's in the way. And this Freezy bot doesn't have enough movement to get up there. So what we're gonna do is, I'm just not gonna think about it too much. We'll just do this, and as much as I hate to freeze a thing that's only got 1 health, let's go ahead and use the mirror cannon to push this thing and make it leave, and then break my other thing out of the ice. You can just freeze that other robot, and then you can block the space next to a building and shield yourself to prevent yourself from taking any damage. Okay, so now we've just got 2 enemies coming out. Oh, 3. I forgot about I always forget about the burrower. Yeah. This one's tricky. Uh-huh. Okay. What is this, 2 damage? I could actually do a weird move. I could do like this to make this guy's attack hit me and the burrower. It doesn't kill the burrower, unfortunately, but I can also always kill the burrower next turn. My Aegis mech can get up here and just kill the Hornet. Man, I wish this thing had an extra use. It'd be kind of handy. I could just punch this thing for 3, punch this thing for 2, and then this thing. Well, I still got this Freezy bot. I could just freeze the Hornet. And then what am I doing? I'm trying to kill the high experience minions. I can't shoot this thing, though, because I would also hit a building this way, or I'd hit the robot from here, and I can't get to this square, where I could shoot it with impunity. Unless... No. Yeah, because of the push. Okay. Let's just do this. I'm gonna move my guy... Oh, yeah, I'm gonna move him here. And I'm just gonna punch and kill that thing. Shield to block this attack, and be in front of it to stop it from hitting buildings. My mirror mech, I'm gonna do this to kill the Hornet, which breaks that robot out of the ice, but I have my Freezy bot, who will just put it back on the ice, and then Lily can just block a spawn and freeze a building. Okay. Managed to avoid any grid damage and any mission failures. Okay. Okay, so now this guy needs to die. Oh, can I not get there? With my mirror mech? I can't. I cannot get to this square. So I can punch this thing. What about an airstrike? I could push it. Still wouldn't... Oh, hang on. I would actually push it into the acid. Alright, let's do that. That's a fancy way of finishing this up. So we do this. Then it's an acid, so it takes 4 damage, and then 5th for being pushed in. You can... Oh, you did the airstrike, so you can't heal yourself. But we'll celebrate with some freezy pops. Oh, you're a freezer bot, huh? Why don't you go into the fire and die? Help me! Yeah, the frozen titans are harsh, cold rulers. Alright, anything cool here? Just a reactor core, which is totally fine. Bonus HP, fantastic. Okay, so I definitely want bonus use on these missiles. These are some dope-ass missiles. Anything else here? +1 range is probably worth getting on those smoke bombs. Yeah, we'll do that. Just in case I ever need them. I'm not sold on this weapon, but if I ever replace it, I'll have power cores to power up whatever it replaces it. Okay, so I'm going to do another 3 missions here. I can't tell if this region is adjacent to this one. Probably not. So I'm going to have to do this lame mission with defensive shields and just one thing to protect, and all I get is a grid for it. Okay, since I have to do it at some point anyway, might as well do it soon. Maybe we'll get a time pod here just to make it a little better. Oh, I see. So we got stuff in the ice. This is the one where there's no spawns. There's just enemies. I think 2 enemies break out of the ice each turn. A little bit of a tricky one because the blast scion is frozen, and as long as it's not one of the enemies coming out, I can't really easily deal with it. Okay, let's think. What are the dangerous enemies here? There really aren't any that are super dangerous, so let's just keep it real simple. You here, you here, you here. It's a little tricky which ones choose to get unfrozen because, like, my mechs that can't pass through enemies might end up in a little bit of trouble. Okay. Well, I've got a couple different options. I can actually break something out of the ice. Main problem is I'm not sure I can really use that to my advantage. Yeah, I can shoot this robot, break this out of the ice, punch it, and then it'll be down at 1 health. Which is fine. I guess I don't really want it to die because the blast scion's still here. Problem is this guy, what happens to him? Without any, what's her face? Spawns. I don't have a way for Lily to sit on stuff, but I could use her missiles to do some damage. In fact, I could punch this thing, make it run away, and I could use the missiles to kill this after it comes out. Then it'll explode. Just definitely. Well, there's a push though. It'll push up to my Janus mech. I think that's worth doing. Okay. So we do it like this. Breaks out of the ice. Lily goes like here. And oh wait, I need to think about how that works. She has to go to some weird place like here. Yeah, like that. So it pushes, then it explodes, which is fine. And you're just making it run. So you have 2 more enemies coming out of the ice, and then the burrower comes back somewhere. Ah, the exact same place. Well, luckily the blast scion came out of the ice. That's very fortunate, because now I can kill this thing without worrying about it. That's a tough combo, the blast scion with this enemy, because these guys never get pushed, so if they're next to a building and you kill it, it just always explodes. Let's just not worry too much about it. Let's use this weapon again, just to kill those things off. Now I can kill the burrower without any issues. And there's no need to go out of my way to break things out of the ice. Let's just repair and wait. Yeah, this is a pretty hilariously easy mission. Although that weapon, that ranged weapon, is so good, man. It's just crazy. Okay, so at this point, you're max level. So we need to give as much experience to Henry as we can. Let's go ahead and kill the 2 health guy. And you can just kill this. And yeah, nothing on the last turn. Yeah, these missions with the enemies breaking out of the ice often end up being a lot easier than regular missions with the spawns. Because 2 enemies a turn to deal with isn't that bad, and if you get ahead of the curve by freezing one out, or breaking one out and killing it yourself, it just really trivializes everything. Okay, so less than 4 mech damage, that can be a problem sometimes, but the shields and the ice do help. Alright, let's take a tough mission. Let's try to go for these robot factories spewing out busted ass robots. Alright, you're move 4. I can't stop you from landing next to buildings. Otherwise, there's nothing going on. So we'll just put our guys in generically centralized places and kind of see where the enemies go. There's no web guys or anything like that, so I couldn't see anything that really required thinking over much about it. Okay, that guy's wasting his action, attacking my Aegis mech. This is a pretty powerful attack. That's a pretty powerful attack. Oh, that's a problem! No, Lily can fly over it. Okay, so I need to kill this blast mech. Obvious move is here, killing off these 2 enemies. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just do this. So we kill them both. Then I can use Lily on this spawn point to freeze this guy. So I could attack and kill this guy with my Aegis mech. And then, Lily can then kill this thing. Oh, with her fancy pants. Huh. Okay, I think that's actually what I will do. Okay. So Lily can go all the way down here thanks to her bonus movement on the first turn. And then we target, what, this square? No, this square. Yes. Okay. Oh, that... hang on a second. That pushes them into a building. I can go the other way, and then it won't be pushed into a building, but then I won't be blocking a spawn. I think I'm okay with it, though. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So we'll do what? Oh, you have to be like a slant to it, sort of like this, and then target that square. So we kill the Alpha Hornet, and we kill the regular old Burrower. So we are allowing 2 enemies to spawn, but I'm just going to gamble that 2 spawning enemies plus this robot don't actually amount to very much. See if that's true or not. Okay, that enemy is wasting his turn. Okay. Well, I can go here. Oh, this thing is it's an alpha. These guys are definitely not wasting their actions. And I can't deal, well, I could deal with them. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit greedy. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna punch this guy. It doesn't die, but the ice breaks and it drowns. And so my thinking here is that now, I can, like, kill this thing, just straight up shooting it. And then Lily can just stay where she is and use the other use of her missiles. A little bit overkill on this Hornet, but gets the job done, and then we can start using our freezes next time. Wow, another Alpha Hornet. There are a lot of these guys. Okay, well, I think that makes one easy move. This, of course, is pretty straightforward. Kill the robot, push the Hornet out of the way of damaging any buildings. Also set it up to maybe be killed by my Aegis mech next turn. This robot's just completely wasting its attack. So Lily can just go here. And I'll move you here, shield yourself, and Lily can just put out this fire. And shield herself. So now my goal is to kill this Hornet with the Aegis mech to give 4 sweet experience to Mr. Quan. Oh, I hope he doesn't get blocked by this spider. Oh, the Hornet ran really far away. Oh, God. Okay, well, I don't think he can get up there anymore. Because this thing does 1 damage. If I could push it into the spider, but I can't maneuver the spider without killing the spider. Butt pastes. Yeah, that sucks. Actually, this is sort of I have to actually think about how to deal with the situation, because the spider blocks my mirror mech from getting up to this Hornet, too. Wow, it's actually kind of tricky to stop this Hornet. I think I have to use the airstrike to do this. Damn. Okay, so I could do something like this just to push it. Unfortunately, I still can't kill it. Alternatively, I could use the airstrike just to kill the spider and freeze the hornet. Let's do that. At least that gives him an experience. And then you can freeze the mad hornet. And you can kill this robot. Not that it matters because you're at max experience. And there we go. We got it. Okay, well, just for challenge's sake, then I'm going to do the really hard mission, the one with the 2 stars and the battery. Next. Defend the robots. I do have that airstrike, which can help push things onto the ice mines these robots leave behind, but these mines are in bad spots. You want the robots to be further up and then run towards this side of the map. If they're at the back, they're just more likely to get stuck behind enemies and get attacked where you can't protect them. Okay, well, let's try to put my guys on open lanes. These hornets, of course, can just kind of fly all over the place. There's, Jesus, 5 enemies. Oh, and a pod. Okay, cool. Well, this is going to be a tough one. Let's see what happens. I'm not opposed to losing some grid damage. If that's what it takes. Oh, this is an alpha burrower, isn't it? With 5 hit points. Eek. Oh my god. Okay. Well. So. This is a problem, because I have to protect this thing. And I have to protect this robot. I could airstrike right here. I would freeze the little hornet and push the big hornet out of the way, postponing my issues. My mirror mech can just shoot where it is. It'll make the burrower run, and it'll make this hornet die. And that leaves Lily. Oh, Lily can just block the spawn and freeze this alpha. Okay, that seems fine. So where do you want to stand? That's a good question. I could just pick up the time pod. Okay, let's do that. Alright, I gotta say, as much as I've been trash-talking this airstrike, there have been a couple of cases where it's like, man, it's sort of useful. So we'll do that. Get on this. I could have killed it if I hadn't blocked the spawn, but I think I value the spawn blocking more than the killing, especially because Lily doesn't actually need the experience. So freezing something and killing it are sort of equivalent for her. Well, okay, not equivalent. If this thing weren't frozen, if it were just gone, my mirror mech could have moved here and shot this thing out of the way. As it is, I can go here and shoot this thing, but then it will break this guy out of the ice. I could, of course, jump over it with smoke and block a spawn that way. It doesn't put any damage on it. I can't shoot it with a mirror mech because I'll either hurt this building. Oh no, I can actually get behind it and shoot it, and it won't get pushed because it's immune to being pushed. Ah, that's interesting. Then I can attack this. Ah, but if I attack this with my Aegis, it's going to shoot the other way and destroy the coal plant. Okay. So I could stand Lily right there and kill this with the thing, but it'll get pushed into a building. In order to push it up, I'd need to stand on this square where I can't, or this square where I can't. Fascinating. You can't, yeah, you can't, if I stood here, I wouldn't be able to target this hornet, and I can't get back around, because I only have 4 movement, so I can't get back up here. So I can't actually use Lily's artillery to kill this thing off. I could just push it, and let this thing break out of the ice, and it's an option, then I just punch and kill the freezer. It's maybe not the worst thing in the world. Or I could push it, and then freeze it. Oh, but then it'll get unfrozen when it blocks the spawn. I mean, these are all not terrible, terrible options. It's not like any of this stuff is really, really bad. Okay, let's do this. Punch and kill. Shoot and block a spawn, even though it means getting a guy out of the ice. And let's, go up here. And, just freeze for the shield. So now there's Yeah, I mean, it sucks. There's these two plus another enemy. It was a Blast Scion, which can be potentially a problem if I can't get at it. And these guys stand next to buildings. Like this one. Yeah, I can't get this thing out of... Oh, it froze itself. Oh, my lord. Okay, so this is actually very annoying because I can't get this out of the way. If I shoot it with artillery coming from here, it'll be pushed this way, but it'll also damage this building. If I push it up, it'll blow up next to that one. And I also have to deal with this guy, too. Okay, so can I punch this thing out of the ice and then kill it? Weirdly, that's very difficult to do because if I shoot it with my cannon, I'll also hurt this building. I can't ignore the Hornet because it's attacking this building. Are they both attacking it? Yeah, so I can't freeze it to protect it because they're both attacking it. Wow, this is a bizarrely difficult scenario. The fact that this thing froze itself is just super annoying. Huh. I'm not sure I can avoid damage. Okay. I'm not going to think about this for a zillion years. What I'm going to do is just... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Can I freeze this building? Or this building? And then punch the Hornet? What about that? Like this? Okay, and then I go here. I just shoot this guy. And then it's going to fire into the forest. And block a spawn. Okay, that was actually great. I think I accidentally stumbled on a good move there. So only one new enemy spawns. As long as I can deal with the stupid Blast Scion, I should be fine. You can see the ice, man. It's not just that you can freeze enemies. It's just that it has its other uses. Oh, what the... Okay, well, so I'm not under any threat because the enemies both froze themselves. What I would like to do is give experience to Mr. Henry Kwan. So I need to unfreeze this thing, which is tricky because if it gets pushed onto this, it will refreeze. If I use the artillery to push it into the mountain, it'll die. Wow! Is there no way that I can unfreeze this thing? I mean, I can unfreeze this thing, maybe. Yeah, let's just settle for the 3 experience and call it a day. That would damage the robot because it would also push the Blast Scion. Oh my god. Unbelievable. I don't know if I push it this way, it'll refreeze. Oh my god. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to shoot this guy, and it'll get refrozen. Then we're going to use the artillery to unfreeze it again, and then I can't kill it because it'll blow up and damage the spider. You know what? We're done here. It's over. I'm over it. Henry missed out on 4 experience, and that is just fine by me. Okay. So that's cool. Got another time pod. Ooh, flying. Alright. Shitty grid defense, though. I think that was the last of the basic pilots that I could unlock, which is cool. So is it worth it? This guy gives 2 real upgrades. Flying is certainly useful. I really hate the grid defense. Yeah, the question is, am I willing to give up basically either a reactor or bonus HP in exchange for the flying? I think flying's probably better than having a bonus HP. Okay, so we'll do this, even though this is painful. And let's, I have to power this up as well. So let's, gosh, do I sit around with 3 health? That seems tough. I don't use these that often. Let's just fly and get the bonus health. Okay. And now we have to fight the boss. Okay. Alright, Sign of Abomination, 5 health. Shouldn't be too bad. Gotta remember that the enemies do explode when they die, which is a tricky business. These leapers cover a lot of ground. I'm gonna put a guy here. If this leaper wants to jump here and die, that's totally fine. In fact, maybe I'll use the Janus mech for that. And then you can go right behind, and Lily can go back. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Back here? Yeah. So it's tricky to deal with these spiders while also trying to get some damage onto the enemy mech, enemy Scion. Okay, this is a really interesting start. I really wish I hadn't put my Janus mech where I put it. Oh my god! Flying! Oh my god, I'm so happy it has flying! Okay, because with 4 movement, it wouldn't have been able to get to this square or this square because the building's in the way and the enemy's in the way, but since it does have flying, it can push this Scion and the spider away from harm's path. And then this now becomes a problem. Luckily, this crab decided to waste its attack, so as long as I could just freeze this spider. Yeah, I could freeze the spider. It's fine. And then I could just punch the Scion Abomination to death. Yep, sounds good to me. Let's do this. Bonk. Let's get in there. Punch it. Just get rid of it. And then I can't use artillery against it because it would also kill this building. I could stand here. I can't even get over there. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I think I'm just going to freeze that spider. Let's not overthink it. Feels kind of weak to freeze a 1 health minion, but it takes care of it. I don't care about the experience at this point. Okay, I don't want to jinx it, but I believe this might end up being a fairly easy battle. Okay, well, let's see here. We can do what? I can shoot and kill this guy with artillery. I can actually shoot this guy. No, that would damage the building. Never mind. I could punch this thing. I guess it is kind of a tricky move after all. I could shoot this thing with an airstrike. You know what? Whatever. Let's just kill that stupid crab. Let's just... I'm gonna use this airstrike because I shouldn't need it, and I want to block a spawn. It's just... Oh, wait, that's annoying. Then I get off the space. Okay, let me reset this turn. Okay, so when I said I had an easy turn, clearly I was being a filthy liar. Let's do this first to kill that spider. Then move my Lily back, and then kill the crab. And then make that thing move. So we just have 1 enemy coming in. There's going to be a lot of spawns next turn. Oh yeah, there's still this burrower. They disappear, and I always forget about them. This is a wasted attack here. And it doesn't actually matter because I can just punch it. Okay, yeah. Let's go here. Block a spawn. Punch it, kill it. I'm not blocking a spawn, unfortunately, but I will kill the burrower. And let's put a shield on that building. Block another spawn. So just 2 more enemies. And now since I replaced my fully leveled up pilot on my mirror mech, I do want to get experience for the mirror mech and for my Aegis mech if possible. Okay, this 4 is a little bit tricky. I can do 3 and 3. I can't do 4. I can do 4 with my pilot who's already max leveled. Okay. Yeah, I can just... So who do I want to give it to? Well, now Henry's the one with more experience. I don't think I can kill this unless they both attack it. Oh, I guess I could. Yeah, they both attack it, and then I just freeze this hornet. Right. Okay. So, punch for 3. Shoot for 2. I can't shoot this with artillery. I can, actually. I can do it like this. Oh, no, that would push into the building. You know, this weapon is strangely limited because of the double attack and because of the push. But I can do this to kill it. Break that spider out of the ice. Okay, a little bit of an anticlimactic mission there, but that's fine by me. Sometimes it's nice to have a nice, easy one. These 2 are very close to leveling up. So let's take our bonus and see what we got. Ah, Silica. It's an interesting power. I don't remember if I've unlocked it before. I don't like this at all, so we'll just take it for the 2 stars. I have not unlocked it. Okay, so apparently Prospero was not my final mech. Now this is a really interesting pilot. It takes 2 power for this, but as you get further and further in the game, as I've mentioned many times before, you often have an overabundance of power cores. The question is it really good for this squad? I'm thinking the answer is no. This is good with attacks that move you, like a dash attack of some kind, for example, or a jump attack, but if you're just in place, you're not always going to be able to shoot twice. Like, there would have to be 2 enemies next to the Aegis mech, and that would have to be the enemy the Aegis mech wants to attack to punch twice. Yeah, we'll just leave this thing alone. That thing we'll leave alone. Okay, let's go spend our reputation. Any good weapons here? Alright, this is a classic punch. It's in the default squad, and this is the classic push cannon attack. Okay, I don't think I need more weapons, though. I think I've got everything I need. So we'll just sell... Do I have a bonus weapon that I'm not using? No. So we'll just sell with this pilot, get 3 cores. I could actually sell this pilot and another weapon. I do like these. These I'm not sold on. And this targeted strike has actually saved my bacon a few times. Okay, we'll just get 3 power cores and leave everything else alone. Okay, so main priorities. It'd be nice to have +1 range here. I could just go crazy and get +1 damage and just have a 3 power cannon. It's an option. But no, let's go flexible. Let's go wide rather than going deep. Nice to get the bonus health. Let's do that. And then you could also use some bonus health with your shield. Okay, so now everybody's super tough. And I could actually just easily go and beat the final mission. But to keep the fun times going, I think I am going to make this a 4-island run. Because this is such a fun squad to play with. So we'll tackle this challenging mission with the spider boss and the blobbers and whatevers next time. I'll see you guys soon.